welcome back on my vlog. I cannot believe that this is the first vlog that I am filming in 2026. I can't believe it. Guys, if you're noticing that my voice sounds a little deeper than what it usually is, I have a cold and right now I'm ready to do anything for this cold to go. So basically, I have congestion. I had a cough a while ago and the cough pretty much has cleared, but I still have like a stuffy nose and yeah, just a cold, guys. So if you have any tricks and tips for me, please just leave it in the comment section. Your girl needs as many tips and tricks as you can give me because I've tried so many things, but I'm still dealing with the effects of the cold that I had. And I caught it from one of my kids, guys. You know, these kids, they really like to just bring something home. So I caught this cold from one of my children. Anyway, that aside, I'm so happy to be back. And I cannot believe that this is the first vlog that I am filming in 2026 in March. Jeez. Anyway, what have I been up to and why have I not been here? I filmed my Vlogmas series and I was talking about work projects that I had and how I was going to be coming back to YouTube as soon as I was done with my projects and all of that. Guys, basically, I had a project that I was handling in December and I didn't finish that project before the holidays. Basically, it was such a large project and it involved changing a lot of our service providers in the organization. And my manager basically told me that I was in charge of that project and it was my project basically. I had to take the lead on that project and deliver, you know. And since I don't have a lot of experience per se in service industries here in Canada. Like, I don't know which of the service industries are the best and all that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to technology. It was kind of difficult for me to be able to choose a list of service providers basically, and I struggled with that. When I finally now got like a list of people or a list of companies that I felt like we could go forward with to use, I basically, you know, had to now start booking meetings. That took so long. I had to book meetings with my team lead and with my managers, and we kind of more or less interviewed these companies and decided which of them we're going to be running forward with. And then we had to also book meetings to introduce the companies to the CEO and the board of directors basically. And after doing that, then we commissioned the projects and work started, and then there was a lot of onboarding basically on these projects and onboarding the technologies for people to be able to use and try them. And then after that phase, we had to get feedback. Like, basically we commissioned it and people started using it, and then I was getting feedback, and then there were technical difficulties that we're having that I had to be on top of and just be liaising to make sure that all of this was sorted out. And then we had to now do trainings, and I had to manage the trainings and prepare the trainings and plan the trainings and a whole lot of stuff basically. But that was just happening in January. And then before I was even done with that project, we now had to do like our professional reviews. I had to start looking for courses that I wanted to do for this year. For my professional development, and then we had to do performance reviews, and I really wanted to be able to put this project in my performance review because it was such a big project and it was my lead project. I had to like try to pass up my work to put it in my performance review. Guys, the struggle did not end. Like, it wasn't ending. I was done with that, and then I now had to do my own private like assessments. So basically, when it comes to the beginning of the year, I have to sit down and look at the companies that I use, like the service providers that I use every year, my car insurance, my phone insurance, my internet, power, and all of that. I have to look at my bills. So I go in depth into my bills just to look at what I'm paying for and to decide if it is a worthy thing to be doing this year, and then compare it with other companies as well and see if there's a way that I could negotiate for a lower bill. I never used to be this finance I never used to be this person that manages all these things and is so into details and all of that, but I have learned a lot from my job about being able to negotiate and being able to reduce costs and being able to negotiate better deals, and why not implement them in my businesses. So I looked at my banking, and I decided to move some of my accounts to banks that offered interest, and also banks that did not require me to pay any fee to maintain my account. It's important to do these things once and for all at the beginning of the year, because the amount of money that you spend adds over really quickly. Like, it adds up really quickly, and you don't want to be spending a lot of money. So I had to quickly do like an assessment of all my service providers, the people that I use for my life to function, basically. Anyway, so I looked at all the bills that I have been paying for, and I was trying to see if there was a way that I can pay lower, like if it was possible to pay lower for these things. So I had to call the companies and I had to negotiate, and yeah, I was able to get like $10 knocked off here, $10 knocked off there, $5 knocked off here, $10, $12 knocked off here. Guys, all that money, I was able to save about $100 monthly from my bill, just because of paying attention to the bill, calling and trying to negotiate a better amount basically at the end of the day. Then I had to talk to my kids about what interests them this year. My daughter is interested in volunteering. My daughter Eliana also wants to continue with swimming and all of that. So I had to incorporate their activities into my own plans that I had planned for the year. And basically this year I was going to do my professional development, and I was going to write a couple of certifications, and I just basically had some exams that I needed to do, and I had to just put that, like, find a way around arranging all of that. Also, I had joined a couple of programs in church that I wanted to be showing up for and I wanted to be a part of, and basically just streamlining my whole life. And this took me about the whole month of February, planning, finishing up my projects at work, writing my performance review, and choosing professional development course that I wanted to do this year. Actually, it wasn't really difficult for me to choose one because my supervisor had already recommended a couple of them to me, so I just had to pick from some of the ones that she had recommended that she had done and she felt that they would be good for me. And then I now had to do my own personal inventory of my service providers, look at my bills intently, and I found out that actually my phone bill company had been charging me an extra $10 for a service that I didn't sign up for, and they have been charging me this $10 for the whole year actually. Anyway, I called them up and we talked about it, and they gave me extra credits towards my next bill. So actually this month I'm not paying any bill, and I still will have an extra credit to carry over for next month. That's why you actually have to look at your bills, call other companies and try to see, match the bills, like what you're being offered where you are and what you're being offered. Even if you don't want to move service providers, if you're able to find a company that offers you a better deal, you can use that as a negotiation with the company that you're currently at. And I did a whole lot of that this year. Did that, tidied it up, saved a lot of money for myself this year. And guys, it's just been a whole bunch. So the thing is that I like to be very organized with the way that I plan my life and with the way that I do stuff. And the beginning of the year for me is basically when I plan and map out how my year is going to be. Every year I do that. The beginning of the year is when I decide what I want to do and how I want to plan my life and how my life, I feel like the things that I want to do for that year, the things that I want to achieve. I have a diary, like a master plan. I call it my master plan diary, where every year I kind of list out all the things that I want to achieve for that year. And then the people that are involved around my life, because I have to either do stuff for them or I have to be responsible for them one way or the other. I also have to have meetings with these people as well to talk about their own plans and see how I can help them. And all of this, I will put them into my own plans for the year. And then that will help me understand my responsibilities for the year and be able to plan. Like, I was not really involved in any fellowships or any programs in church, but this year I have to, so that means I have to open up space somehow in my calendar this year to find a way to be able to make sure that I can show up where I need to show up when I need to show up. And here we are in March. So this year already I have written one certification, written another exam, and done my professional development, and we're just in March and I still have so much that I want to do at the end of the year. I can't believe that I'm actually sitting down here and talking about my goal. I'm usually not the one to sit down and talk about my goals and my plans and, you know, to just share what I'm up to or any of that. Village people, you know, but I feel like I need to just to explain and to be very authentic to my audience about what's going on, where I have been and what I'm currently doing, just so that you can understand the progress and the process and why I am just showing up on your screens. Yeah, so all this explanation took a long time, but basically your girl is growing. She's putting her life together. She's trying to shape up herself. And unfortunately, it's affecting here, but you guys will see more of me this year by God's grace, and we'll just take it up from there. So basically, I'm going to be leaving now because I have to go get ready to start my day. But of course, I'll catch up with you guys. Tomorrow, I have a baby shower. A friend of mine is having a baby shower. She's not the one hosting the baby shower, so a couple of us, her friends, are putting together this baby shower for her, and I don't know any of them. I don't know the people in the group. Basically, I just know my friend. But I mean, that's how we meet people and make other friends, right? So I'm going to be meeting a whole bunch of new people tomorrow, and I can't wait to see my friend. I haven't seen her since she's been pregnant. I can't wait to see my friend and see how she looks pregnant. Give her a hug and love on her. And of course, I'll take you guys along for everything, okay? All right. I'll be seeing you guys much later in the video. All right. Take care, guys, and bye-bye. Hi, guys. It's Saturday and it's March the 14th, and I'm just done with dressing up. I have an event this afternoon at my friend's place, Sheol. She's having her baby shower. Actually, it's a surprise. She doesn't know, but a couple of us, her friends, are throwing her a surprise dressing up, right? So the theme was kind of like gender neutral, and we're just going to end up wearing like pinks and browns. No, not pinks. Browns and creams and beige. That's kind of like the colors we choose. So I decided to go with this my brown dress, guys. I don't know if I can get the full length of this dress in this video, but I'm stepping back so you guys can see. It's long to it's a long full length dress. When I found this dress, I was so excited because it's been so excited about the dress. I don't know what. I loved it and I just got it. It came in black and it came in brown, but the black was already sold out. Honestly, if the black wasn't sold out, I would have bought the black and the brown. Like, I would have bought both colors. That's how much I love it, just because of how it accentuates like your figure and everything. I'm hoping to pair it with these shoes. To come close so you guys can see. They are orange, Namuadis, and I got these shoes as Christmas present from my older sister, and I think I've worn them maybe like 2 times. I really want to wear this dress with these shoes, but it's snowed a couple of days ago. I don't know how that's going to. Anyway, I'm hoping to be able to wear this. I might just wear flats and then carry these and change later. But the theme is just supposed to be like boho vibes. We're supposed to be sitting on the floor, and I know you guys know that kind of like style of ceremony, like the tables on the floor and then it's going to be lots of pillows so that we can be like really relaxed and everything. And it's potluck, so I actually am going with food that I have made. I made peppered turkey. I have it here, but unfortunately guys, I already like wrapped it up so you guys can't see it. I'm sorry, but I already wrapped it up. That's my own contribution to the potluck. If there's one thing I didn't like about getting ready today, guys, it was my makeup. For some reason, I just didn't feel like my makeup ate. I don't know. My daughter says my makeup is fine, but I don't know. I don't feel like I blended the foundation really well. I don't know. There was just something. And usually, my makeup always eats. My foundation always like. I'm always okay with my makeup. I'm hardly ever not okay with my makeup. I think the issue is I was really rushing and pressed for time. Like right now I'm even late. So I'm going to be leaving and it's like a whole 30 minutes drive, guys. So wish me luck. I will catch up with you guys when I get to the event. Hopefully the makeup will not, be worse off when I get to the event. But yeah, I'll just try to show you guys a little bit of the theme and what we do, alright? And I'll see you. Bye!
You are taking position. The same place I met you.
Yes, something like that. So basically, I started at this new company, and I didn't have a lot of information about the company. So I was like, don't know this place, and I don't know anybody that knows this place. It's a good place and all of that. So I went to LinkedIn, and I think I was searching to see if there was anybody that worked at that company that at least was colored skin or something that I could just ask a question, And then I saw that Cheryl worked there. I saw her profile and I was like, okay, let me ask her some questions about, the place and everything. So I sent her a message. Like 2 weeks before I started at this place, so this guy didn't answer me. This guy didn't answer me. I was like, what kind of thing now?
On LinkedIn, Cheryl.
She didn't answer me. I said, okay, only for me to start work. And I think the very first day I logged into my computer, somebody sent me a message saying, I don't know, but your name looks really familiar. I know this person. I said, it's me. She now said, my name is Shiwa. I said, I said, on LinkedIn. She was like, are you serious? And I said, yes. I was trying to find out if this company is in. And she was like, oh, she didn't see it and all of that. And that was how we started talking. She said it was a nice place to work at. Unfortunately, I didn't end up, continuing at that place. But she said it was a nice place. She was really there for me. She was trying to like give me quick download everything, just be absorbing it quick, so that I know where to put my leg and where not to put my leg and all of that. And then she came to come and see me, which I thought was so sweet. Like she actually came to the office and she was like, I still think I can find you. And I now finally met her for the first time. And she not only, she was also selfish. She now introduced me to her baby too. And she was introduced me to her like, the general sister. This so nice. I met everyone, and at least the few times I spent there were really nice, thanks to her. Hi guys, it's Sunday morning and it's actually really early. Let me show you guys how early it is. This is 8:46 a.m. and I've already gone out and come back. Like I had to get up really early, get dressed and then run out because I needed to go get my package from my friend. A friend of mine recently visited Nigeria and she went towards the December period and she just got back. While she was in Nigeria, she agreed to help me bring some food stuff back from Nigeria to Canada, and I just got my food vendor there to package some things for me, at least the things that I know that I really need and I don't want to keep buying here anymore because I just don't like the quality of what I see in the stores, and it doesn't make any sense. And that would just be like crayfish, dry fish and stockfish. I couldn't get the dry fish because I just looked at it and it really didn't make any sense at that time. When I want to get the dry fish, I think I will have to courier that on its own. But if I had added it to this parcel, it would have been too much, and at the end of the day, it would have defeated the purpose of her help because I don't think she would have been able to carry that much. I think this parcel weighs about 10 kg. At some point, I even asked her to put it in a courier and ship it down here because I was really worried about stressing her, but she just kept, assuring me that she was okay and that she would help me bring my packages back. Guys, don't you just love friends who just don't stress you? Like, they are just angels. Like, they're just so helpful, so accommodating, so peaceful. Throughout this whole process, not once did she make me feel like, I was bothering her or anything, even though I knew it was a lot of effort. Like, I'm very appreciative when people go out of their way, to help me, offer any assistance anyway. I'm always so grateful. And anyway, I have my stuff. So what's in here? It's a big bag, actually, guys. And what's in here is just crayfish and stockfish. She is the same vendor that I used when I was preparing to come to Canada, and I have been using her ever since to bring food items from Nigeria to Canada. I think this is my either third or fourth cargo. I haven't cargoed anything. I ran out of everything that I brought from Nigeria, say about maybe 2.5 years after I landed, because I actually brought in a lot of stuff which I had to still even share with my sister. But even notwithstanding that I shared with my sister, I still had enough food items with me that lasted for about 2.5 years, because I wasn't cooking Nigerian foods that often. Anyway, I still had enough food items to share with my sister, and this should be like the fourth or third time that I am bringing in stuff from Nigeria. I mostly buy things from the African store here, and it's been okay. I really wanted to be able to buy my stuff in bulk and just have it at home with me. So I decided to just invest this money into getting all this stuff for me. So this is crayfish. This is crayfish. If you want the details for the vendor, you will have to go to my my landing video, guys. Her details are in that video. You can get it from there. But this is what I got. I got crayfish. Crayfish again. This is the second bag of crayfish. This is crayfish. I'm still going to be sharing these items with my sister again. Whenever she comes to Calgary, she will take some of it. This is also crayfish. So three packs of crayfish, all right, grinded this time around. The last time I brought stuff in, I did not grind them, even though it doesn't make any difference, but just for ease, like so that I don't have to worry myself about grinding them, I decided to just grind them from Nigeria and bring them that way. And this was just the perfect time because this is winter and there'll be no issues with stuff getting bad or anything like that in the fridge. And then I got stockfish. I got the stockfish ears, even though she had another part that she was actually trying to sell to me. I felt like this would be easier for me to cook because I can just take a few pieces out and put it in my soups instead of having to break anything. Like the last time I came with stockfish heads and I had to still be boiling to break, and I didn't want that. Like, I'm trying to make my life really easy. So it was either getting the cutlets or getting this, and I opted for this one. I'm not really a fan of the cutlets because sometimes you boil them in your soup and then you don't find them anymore. But this one I know will stay. So I got the stockfish ears. I got this one, okay? Got this one, and I got the second one, okay? Yeah, I I got 3 bags each of them, and then this is the 3rd stockfish bag. Yeah, so that's it. I still have ogbono. I also got this. My phone is just beeping, guys. I actually have to be leaving really soon because I'm going to be going to Uniqlo today to pick up a package. I ordered some work pants. I recently found out that Uniqlo actually sells work pants, and I went there and I was so surprised. The work pants are of such good quality, and they have tall sizes, guys. Okay, I'm not that tall, but I'm quite tall, right? And I think I'm about 5'8". And most times the regular lengths are just not to my taste. Like, there are sometimes a little bit short, so sometimes I actually opt for the tall sizes and then I get them reduced. But being able to just get a tall size at the Uniqlo store, which we all know is a budget-friendly store, and I know that they have good materials, really good. How did I get here anyway? I'm talking about fish and now I'm in Uniqlo. Anyway, I'm going there later to pick a package, and then I have some other errands to run. So I just needed to be sure that I could finish this unboxing for you guys, then I can start my day, alright? So this was an extra stockfish that my vendor included for me. It was actually more than this. There were like 3 of them in this bag. I gave 2 of them to my friend just to thank her. She also bought food stuff when she was coming. Like, she carried mine and she carried hers, but she wanted to try the ones from my vendor, so I gave her some. And she also gave me her agbalumo that she brought from Nigeria, which me and my children devoured in minutes. Like, that thing did not even last in this house till the next morning. We were just washing and eating, washing and eating, washing and eating, like, how we finished it. Nigerian food in the abroad is gold. It is gold. Very happy about my order. The Charlies did a good job as usual. There's no insect or anything. Very clean, well packaged, worth the money. I can't remember how much I spent for all of this, but let me see if I can check our chats. I think everything, yeah, I can see the bill now. Everything cost me 165,000 naira, which is so decent. I mean, for all this crayfish and this stockfish, very decent. The amount I even spent for shipping this thing here was more than cost of the I'm just thinking about it now because I know I spent about $200 for it to be air carried or air couriered down here. So $200 plus 165 naira for the food stuff, and then $200 to bring it here. So definitely, yeah. So in total, everything should be about, let's say, under $400 to be able to get my items to me. Probably would have been cheaper if I had gone with shipping, right? But I needed those items to just come with my friend. I didn't want to ship them because that would have taken extra time, and she assured me that she could bring them because she was bringing her own stuff. So I was like, okay, why not? It's just 10 kg. I'm going to be doing another cargo sometime, maybe in the middle of the year or maybe at the end of the year, and for that one I will be getting my dry fish that I love so much, some dried snails and just some stuff. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, I'm so happy to have my stuff. I'm going to be putting all of this in the fridge, and I'll see you guys back on this channel some other time, alright? See ya!